Welcome to our podcast, Cacao Time. We are the New Earth Collective NZ, coming to you from New Zealand, which is where we like to think the New Earth is being created right now. 3 beautiful friends, Kelly, Ruth, and Simon, combining their talents to bring you a huge resource of healing wherever you are on your journey. This week, we are discussing being sovereign and what that means, being present and how breathwork can help you manage emotions, being in the moment, and feeling all there is to feel. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our podcast.
Hello, beautiful souls.
Hello,
Hey,
world. Here we
yay.
are, coming at you.
We are back.
Coming at you from our position at the beautiful beginning of the world where the sun rises first, Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Yes, our
So,
own
yeah.
New Earth.
We are sitting on top of a very small country that, in theory, is part of a huge landmass that we may be known as Lemuria.
Lemuria.
Yeah.
Just a concept.
I definitely feel connected to Lemuria.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so talking on that, we are going to explore the topic of sovereignty. And like Simon says, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. We have all been on our own personal journeys with this. But for me, this started probably 2024, 25, where I started to learn just how the system is controlling us. And not necessarily ways of stepping out of the system, but it's honestly understanding within yourself your own relationship with sovereignty, power,
Yes.
your rights.
And even the word sovereignty is the beginning of it, isn't it? Because what does sovereign mean?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Sovereign.
Sorry. I don't know where that's coming from.
There's a blooper.
Cut that out.
Cut that out. 3, 2, 1, back in the room.
Yeah.
So sovereign, the word sovereign is, we associate with the Queen, right?
Yes.
So this whole Queen system, this whole system whereby we have one family that rules the world.
Yeah.
Interesting concept, huh?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Have
How
we ever
did that
questioned
happen?
that?
Well, and that was the thing, though. Have we questioned it?
Until
Like,
you do, yeah.
You're born, you know nothing. You're made to do this, do this, do this, do this. You know, you go to school to learn. No, you go to school because they teach you to be quiet, do as you're told. If you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to punish you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And also,
I didn't sign up for a contract for that. Like, when did someone ask if I wanted to go through that experience?
well, this is school, but then if you extrapolate that out into life,
Yeah.
if you don't obey the laws and the rules of the land, you will be punishable by law and you will go to jail. Okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
And if you go to jail, you will be made an order of the court. And who is the court run by? The crown. It all comes back to the crown. The
Absolutely.
sovereign queen.
Yeah.
Or in our case, the king, because the queen is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here we are, ruled by this man. Huh?
Yep.
What does that mean?
And I don't even know if necessarily he's Top Gun either, because when you think about it, all the BlackRock and all the other stuff.
No,
I
no.
don't,
He's
I,
the
I
face.
don't, I don't
right?
think
He's the
anyone
face.
you see out
Yeah.
there publicly that's saying that they are up the top
Yeah.
are not.
Not
Yeah.
at
They
all.
are not the ones
The
pulling
visible,
strings.
the visible faces
Yeah.
are not the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Trump's a good example. There's no way a man like that can run a country.
Yeah.
When you think about it. Like, I remember when he first got in, I was like, you've got to be joking me.
But isn't it a pantomime? It
Puppet.
makes me laugh.
Yeah. Total
he's
puppet.
Absolute
Yeah.
puppet.
Yeah.
All of these storylines that play out on the larger stage are storylines. It's theatre. All of
Yeah.
life is a stage. Who said that? Shakespeare?
Maybe.
I think it was Shakespeare. We are provided this show that we can watch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And when you start to learn just how corrupt the system is in terms of like, we do not have the power, you know, and they say that the crown is on behalf of the people, you know, like as in,
Well,
you can't go against the crown.
they're keeping us safe, right? The
Yeah.
crown is keeping us safe. The police
Supposedly.
are keeping us safe. This is the theory. This is the belief.
Yeah.
But until you start to doubt that,
Yeah.
it is just normal.
It's bizarre that, they say that they're here to help and keep you safe, and it's just a controlling thing. Like the part that, so there was a document sent out, Kelly sent us a document yesterday and we had a bit of a read about it, and it's just a good way of understanding and seeing it, where they just, a part of it that they were saying is, how come if you have to get a whole lot of paperwork together, for example, and you've missed one document, they fine you. You've got to pay money for something that might not have been your fault, but you can't find something, and I think it was a little bit around the fact that when you look, if someone's done something bad, they should be punished. Like if someone's killed someone, they should be punished.
Oh, if they've broken a natural law.
If they've broken, some natural law or something, they should punish to learn from that lesson. But if you haven't actually hurt anybody,
there's no crime.
Yep.
There's no actual
Where's
crime.
the victim?
Yeah.
Where's the victim?
But if I don't have the right documentation, I get fined for that. Do you know what I mean? Like if I don't have insurance for something, or if it just seems like.
Well, I think nobody would disagree. The bureaucracy of our world is crazy, right?
Yeah.
And so pre-2021, so I think you were talking about 24, 25. I was 21 when a lot of dominoes fell over for me around the COVID Pfizer time. And one of the first things I realised when my intuition came online was that I could tune into the crown, I could tune into the Queen and the crown and the royal family and feel a very, very dark energy. And so previously I would have thought, not sure about these guys, don't trust them, don't really like them, not sure about the government, feels like there's murkiness. Suddenly that all became very, very crystal clear that these guys aren't on our side.
No.
We live in a world where we should not have homelessness. There's no need for it.
Absolutely.
Who is perpetuating this?
Yeah. Taxes. Like why?
Right.
You know? No one profits from taxes.
Everything. They tax you all over the place.
Yeah. When you look at a model of a country that's run that don't pay taxes, like it runs beautifully. Like the whole system works. And why are we locked into this system with taxes? It's bringing the balance of wealth, right, out of equilibrium. It's not helping us get ahead. It's in the document it says, doesn't it, that we have to work the 9 to 5. We have to slave,
slave,
and give our life away.
Well, when it's the mortgage situation, mortgage in French, mort means dead. So the word mortgage means, is it death tax or death?
Something like that.
Death something. It is basically work till you die.
Well, you look at the fact that you're born and then you go to school, and as I was saying before, you're told to sit, you're told to be quiet, you're told to do this, read this, write this. If you don't do what I tell you to do, you're going to be punished. And then you get into the work, you grow older and you get into the work life, and you're conditioned by this point where you're told when you can start work, you're told how much money you're going to get, you're told when you're allowed to have a break. There's no freedom in any of this, and you're told that you are to do this till you're 65. And while you're doing this, you have to pay to do it.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see, if we were a human race that you have one life and you come to Earth and you have one life,
would we choose this?
would you even want
Hell
to?
no.
No.
Why
Hell
would
no.
you do that?
Well, and that's it. When you have a moment of realization, and it's just a small moment, that's when the game begins to change.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the biggest moments it was a really painful moment. It was I became mortgage free aged 39, and this was a massive moment which spent my whole life with my ex-partner, grafting, hustling, digging in, and getting to the point of mortgage free, thinking that this was the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is a lot of people are thinking this is where we get to when life changes and it's all easy.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, I was quite jubilant and went as far as to discharge the title, which is an extra step, which was recommended at the time by the Barefoot Investor. Very unusual thing to do, but we did it. We followed this guy's advice for years, and then when we discharged the title, which wasn't easy because the bank tried to stop us, the solicitor tried to stop us, etc. We got the title in our hands, and who issued the title?
The Crown.
The Crown. Who rigged the game. The Crown. Who thinks they own our house? The Crown. We work and work and work and work to own our house, but the whole system is owned by someone else.
Yeah. And did you know too that even now, if you have done all the work that you've done, they still have the right to take that property
Exactly.
if it is deemed, like
Exactly.
needed for another
Exactly.
purpose.
So your freedom,
You're never owning it.
your freedom, your ownership, all of it's an illusion. All I owned was the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when this came home? I laughed. I laughed.
The irony,
until I
right?
cried.
It's
I was
just
like,
crazy.
wow, a whole
Yeah.
life, you get to 40 and some people will go to 65, but
Yeah.
you get to 40 and you've really tried and you've put yourself through the mill to get to that point where you don't own this thing.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot dissolved at that point and it became a lot easier. Life became a lot easier because the liberation of not being locked into that just opened up my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with my mortgage at the moment. So I'm still still paying it. And I have learnt how banks create the credit to create the mortgage, right? So it's the step before even the process that you went through. And it's been eye-opening how the banks have been lying to us. Everyone's been lying to us, let's be fair.
Yeah.
But in terms of how you're actually borrowing your own money.
Where did the money come from?
Yeah, there is no money. And they're lending it to you, then enforcing you to pay interest. And, the cycle is totally disrupt and totally wrong and leads back into that whole slavery concept, right?
Absolutely, because people in this world at the moment sometimes believe we're living in a free world and we're free to do whatever we want, and we are. But when we're within these systems, how free are we if we're working
Well, we're not.
and giving our best years of our lives for decades to be taxed to pay mortgages on properties that we actually don't actually own?
No.
How free is that?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There is no freedom in that.
There is.
There is no freedom in that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see there's much freedom in any of the systems because, as I was just saying before, you're getting told, you're not asked. There's no, right, you have an option here that you can do it this way and this happens and you have to pay taxes and blah, 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 blah. Or you can go do what you want to do.
And I suppose the main reaction to that would be, okay, if you don't want to live in this world, what other world exists?
Yeah. But there are other worlds that exist. These people that live in a small group communities that if the neighbour wants to go do this, they can go do that. There's no judgment. But if they need a hand to help building part of their house or whatever, I'll go give them a hand because I know that they will come and help me when I need help.
Absolutely.
And
I
that's
think
just
that's
sharing.
you've nailed it there. Community. Building
Community.
community is vital at this stage. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think the world that we're building already exists. I think we're in process right now. We're in process of building the new way.
Agree.
And we don't know what it looks like. So when people say to me, well, what other option is there outside of this mortgage situation? I would say follow your heart and build community.
Absolutely.
And wait for this to emerge because it is emerging as we speak.
Yeah. And this is why the three of us are here. It's the new earth.
That's it.
That it's a collective that we're trying to show everyone that you can all be free and all be happy and all choose, have your own decisions.
Exactly. And I think the key is breaking down the old paradigm of thinking. Right? It is really drawing on us to think right outside the square.
You can't think your way out of this using the old ways.
No.
Because it's about thinking about what you feel and you want instead of having to look at the external to ask a question, am I allowed to go do this? Or what's your thoughts if I go do this? That's you're going externally there. You don't need to do that because you've got your questions, your answers, and everything you want inside.
Yeah.
And what you feel and what you
want.
And
so if we all have that unique thread and that unique piece that we're bringing together to create this new world, we can't look to other people like you just said. We have to feel internally, what's my next step?
Yeah.
We don't have to have it all figured out.
No.
Because it's going to be on the daily. It's going to be what's the next step in line with my heart.
Yeah.
And you're not going to see, we don't see what's happening. We can't see the future.
Yeah.
All we know is that we're guided in a way to do things differently.
Yeah, and you know what? Where my mind has been going lately is how would the world exist if there was no money?
Oh,
absolutely.
Take it back to the absolute simplicity of living.
Yeah.
Because money has become such a form of value.
Yeah.
And control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how would it be?
What do we need? We need a safe place to live. We need a warm house. We need food and we need community.
Yeah.
We need clean water.
Yeah.
and fresh air and sunlight.
And if you take that back to a really simplistic view of how tribes live, they're still living like this now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't go to work every day.
No.
Their own day is programmed by food, survival, finding food source, right? You know,
Hunting,
and it's
fishing.
yeah, and keeping their lifestyle. You know,
living with the cycles of the seasons,
Yeah.
eating when it's in season.
yeah, finding what food is available type thing. You know, like if you go back to the simplicity of that,
Yeah.
how when you compare that to the Western world,
Oh,
how overrun by technology and
Yeah.
money and control,
Yes.
and you've kind of got to go, how are we,
Yeah.
like we're already living two worlds
oh,
on this
absolutely.
earth now.
Absolutely.
How do we go back more to that tribal way of
Yeah.
Well,
living
look,
without
it's so
money?
interesting, isn't it? Because even on this land where we're doing this podcast in my tiny house.
Yeah.
And on this land, we have beautiful small community of tiny houses, and we're beginning to grow our own food. But we also have these grow houses where we have some external contractors who come in and grow cucumbers, and they grow nothing but cucumbers, and they sell these cucumbers to the supermarket. Now, sometimes the cucumbers aren't the right shape, and guess what? We all get all these wonky cucumbers, which are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just bent the wrong way.
They're not perfect.
They're not perfect, or they're too small. And
Yeah.
a cucumber at the moment in New Zealand is expensive. It's winter. How much is a cucumber? $5 or $6.
Yeah,
maybe.
ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
So these guys are making a profit. It's a profitable business. However, what we should be doing is growing in season and eating in season. We don't.
Yes.
Do we need to eat cucumber right now? No,
No.
it doesn't grow. Just
That's
have
very true.
just
You're
have
100% correct.
oranges are growing beautifully. Pumpkin,
Because you should be eating what's in season.
right?
Because your bodies are wanting that. Because
Yeah.
they are part of the earth as well. You know, you just...
Do you need a perfect cucumber for $6 at the
No,
supermarket?
you don't. If it's not the season for it, your body's probably not craving it.
And just privately, so the guy, I'm not, and no shame on the guy trying to make a living, but they mentioned the other day they might want to cut down one of the walnut trees because it was shading their grow house that grows cucumbers for the supermarket. To which point we had 4 or 5 humans saying, no, we'll go and live in the tree if you try and cut it down. But this is the mentality that we need to get away from. We don't cut down a decades-old walnut tree to provide sunlight for your cucumbers.
For probably half an hour.
Exactly, for
tree
that
would
day.
be-
And I had
Yeah.
a chat to him,
That's
and I
what
said,
I
look,
can't understand.
the leaves are going to fall off the tree any day now, just you wait. And they have. They've fallen
Yeah.
off the tree, so look, there's no shade anymore.
Yeah.
But this is the mentality we're up against, is this
Yeah.
kind of instant consumerism. Got to have cucumbers, got to make money.
Me,
And
me,
that's
me,
driving.
me.
Yeah.
Money.
It's
Well,
driving everything.
If you walk around the supermarket and actually pay attention to where each fruit and veggie has come from, there's very little from New Zealand.
Yeah.
You know, because they're trying to supply a market that wants everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? We don't
Yeah.
eat seasonal anymore, do
No.
we? Because
No.
we want strawberries in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
So we ship them in from Australia, America probably. You know, like it's that whole
Yeah.
consumerism driven need for I want it now.
Yeah, we've become very comfortable with the fact that we can have everything. And should we be comfortable with that?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, we have freezers, so we could have strawberries in the freezer, but do we need them fresh? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I just, when you were talking before, I just felt quite connected to the fact that depending on what's growing in that season, I think your bodies, that's all they need.
That's what we
Yeah.
need.
Do you know what I mean? Because we have, it doesn't matter what sickness you get, I believe that Mother Earth has what
You've
is
got to
required
believe that
to
that's
heal
true.
you.
Yes.
Because we've got turkey tail growing outside on this dead piece of wood, and I harvest the turkey tail, I put it in the soup. It's brilliant for immunity. I put the log back out, it started growing again.
Nice.
And then I harvested it again, and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, we're getting provided for here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just got to notice what's actually growing for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's winter and you've got a tree laden full of oranges.
Yes.
Vitamin
Right,
C.
vitamin C,
Vitamin
right
C.
there.
Basic.
Yeah.
Right? When we
Yes.
need it the most,
Yeah.
There it is.
we've got our vitamin
there.
C
It's there.
levels
Yeah.
met.
Mm.
But how do we bring this back to our conversation around money in
food
terms
sovereignty.
of
Food sovereignty. Yeah.
food sovereignty?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we are being fed
Independence.
a lot of narratives around food. There's global shortages of food, backed up by some truth, I guess. You know, like we've had big disasters in Hawke's Bay,
Yep.
weather
Sure.
events all over the world impacting on food production, just happening in the last few years. What do we do? Do we go out into our gardens and see what we can have a crack at growing?
I think so.
Right?
I think
Is
growing
that a
your
form
own
of
self,
freedom?
like that is my dream life is to be on a property and growing my own food
Yeah.
and not working for the man at, from 7 till 5. And
Yeah.
I'm happy to work. I love to work and I love to keep busy, but doing it on my property and helping others and creating like a community and food and sharing, and I've got this and you can have that, and we'll swap and
seeing the fruits of your labour, right?
Yeah,
in terms of having.
And it feels like at the moment
just-
we can do that. We can take whatever we have more of and swap it for. You see, you've got lots of this and I've got lots of that. We can do some swaps, which is a beautiful way of barter that doesn't involve cash.
Exactly, and you don't have to grow it all, right?
Yeah.
You grow oranges, you grow lemons. Woo!
Yeah. Happy days.
You
Happy
don't have to
days.
grow it all.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah. Or even like I want to swap some of my oranges for the Good Farm milk. They do some beautiful milk up the road. So I want to introduce that kind of swaps.
Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Where we don't exchange currency and there's no tax on any of that. So
and that leads into your circle of money, right?
Yes.
Yes. How that kind of creates a different way of.
Yeah. This is a new concept to me. In fact, it's a very new concept, but I'm very excited by it. And it's moving away from the patriarchal top-down pyramid system of money flowing up, which we all know it is at the moment, through taxes, through mortgages, through everything goes back to the bank, right? And everybody takes a cut, so the Visa card takes a little cut. You get to the EFTPOS terminal and they do a little percentage here and the Visa takes a little bit there. So your money is actually effectively getting chipped away at as we speak.
Yeah.
Just to buy something.
And then there's
There's
taxes,
so many areas,
rates, you name it.
surcharges.
It's just been chipped away at here, there, and everywhere. And plus, it's not keeping up with inflation at all over the years. So that system, not working. And so, talking about going from that top-down system into more of a matriarchal, circular economy, where essentially your money is flowing. To use the analogy of trees again, your money is flowing in a way that it's creating more abundance for people. So, as I say, it's a new concept to me, but to be financially uncontrollable and economically ungovernable is the way, basically. It's freedom. It's freedom. And traditional finance is teaching you one way and only one way.
Yeah.
So it's thinking outside of that, and what do we want to pass on to our children?
Yeah.
Yes.
And their children's children, 7 generations down the track, taking long-term decisions on how we manage abundance. So I think one of the small steps we can take is consciously spending, right?
Yeah.
So we all start pulling it back in from, I'm going to just nick out to Kmart to get the quick, easy thing.
Yeah.
And we say, no, we're going to just choose someone local who produces something
Yep.
small and
Yes.
seek out those artisan producers.
And if you're talking about food, the quality of what you get
Right.
compared to buying it from a supermarket.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
grew a
such
pumpkin, and that pumpkin was delicious.
It's a good pumpkin.
Honestly,
It grew itself, actually.
Yeah. But the taste, you could never replicate that one from the supermarket.
Exactly.
It was just, wow,
That's right.
different level.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes it is more expensive, but we take that conscious choice and we go, right, we're going to flow that money back within our people, within the people that we know in our community.
Yeah.
And we seek them out. So we have to seek them out. They're not always going to be the first choice. The first choice is go to Countdown, go to Woolworths, spend money.
Yeah.
With the big guys.
And I heard the other day a saying or a quote, something about you should pay your friends but get a discount from, I don't know if it was strangers, but you know what I mean? Like how when we create whatever our offerings are to people, and it's funny, like that whole friends expect a discount because they know you.
Yeah.
But actually, like the circular economy, it's like, actually, no, you should be paying your friends full price because you value them.
Yeah.
You value what they're doing. You
Absolutely.
appreciate what they give.
Yes.
Get your discount from the,
Because the person you
Oh my
don't know.
God.
someone else,
If it's a corporation,
Yeah.
that's the key, right? If it's a corporation, it's an entity.
Yeah.
Spend money with humans.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Exactly.
And we want to teach that to the next generation, is that the principles of the matriarchal wealth, or that we move money in ways that support the land, kaitiaki, looking after the land, looking after the oceans. We're taking these conscious choices. And so wealth is nutrients. It's not something to be hoarded and kept and put in a bank. And that's false economy.
That talks about the energy of money, right?
It's like moving it. So, the tree analogy, in the forest, the nutrients don't pile up at the top. It's all in the soil. So we're
Yeah.
trying to move the money around into the soil so the tree can draw it all up, nitrogen, water, carbon, and then into the leaves, and then the leaves fall, and it's just that cyclical.
Nice.
But what I mean, that's just a sort of like poetic analogy, but how does that work in practice? And that's where I think saving circles are going to be key.
Cool.
And so it's moving away from that, I hoard money to me and I give it to charity when I fail, or philanthropy where there's a lot of control around, I decide that my money goes here or there and it's not benefiting the whole community. And the money goes into the community in a way that's got integrity.
Yeah, well, I think too, like when we save, it's that mentality of like you never have enough.
Yes.
Right? Like you watch your bank account increase,
how much is
hopefully.
enough?
Yeah, and how much is enough?
Yeah.
Whereas if you actually were in a circular environment, knowing that you always had enough.
Yes, see, that's quite
Right?
a different. That's real
It's
good
about
because
the
that's
flow of abundance.
Yeah.
that's such a different feeling, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas savings is a
Savings,
measure.
you're never going to have enough.
No.
Like you'll never have enough. You'll save. I need to save to this amount of money. Yeah, cool. I got there, but now I need that.
And look at where that thinking has got us, right? We're into this devastating position of a few people in the world having pretty much all of the money, right?
Yeah.
We're not in a good place right now.
Yeah.
So where has our thinking got us till now? In a really bad position. So what do? We have to do something differently.
Like Elon Musk could give $1 million to every human being on
right.
the planet and
Right.
he'll still be a billionaire.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
then,
mean?
like we knock him down, whereas what he's done is incredible. And he's shown us the way.
Absolutely.
But it still doesn't undo the whole like structure of
Yeah.
I wonder how much tax he paid.
Yeah.
right.
He could still be getting screwed over.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
bet not. I bet he's
Is he a
got
good guy?
offshore accounts.
Is he a good guy or not a good guy? I can't make my
Oh,
mind up
look,
on him.
I don't know, to be honest, because I get different feelings and different opinions, I suppose. So I don't really know.
I feel like it's the scarcity belief, though, that people that are knocking him down, going, if he gave us all a $100 bill, you know, like he could feed the world type
But
thing.
again, that's philanthropy, and that's not what we need. We
it's
don't
not
need
solving
philanthropy
anything.
because charity is a one-time give, and it upholds the current power system. What we need is restructure of the power system and the collective capacity to grow and our integrity to be in place, so that if I've got more, I'm giving, knowing that the universe thing flows it back to me.
Yeah.
It's like trust in the law of attraction.
Because actually, if you break that down one step further, why do we need to support charities if we have a circular economy
Right.
where
Yes.
everyone
Charity.
is taken
because
care of?
they won't need it because they'll be part of it.
No,
Exactly.
Who wants to be a charity case?
Yeah.
That is again another power imbalance.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like, as I say, it's a very new concept, but we need to start changing our thinking around scarcity. So, if I'm in a saving circle and I'm giving more than you because I'm earning more, then am I feeling like, oh no, I'm losing? Or am I trusting that because I'm giving more, the universe is immediately coming in from stage left with more abundance?
Yeah.
And am I aware of what that abundance might look like? It might not look like more money. It might look
Come
like
in a different form.
it might look like a whole lot of food comes in, or someone offers to look after my child for free. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like there's a whole bunch of different forms of abundance that I will be hit
Yeah.
with. Am I going to
Exactly.
recognise that?
If you literally believe the more you give, the more you receive.
Yes.
You know, why would you ever hold on to your money?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
Because you trust.
Absolutely.
You believe. Yeah.
And so like the example given here is like a woman. It's talking about women because matriarchal is female, but a woman earning $500,000 a year who is not moving that money through her is not wealthy in any ecological sense. She's a dam because she's hoarding, right? She's using a patriarchal system to hold money. A woman earning $80,000 a year and moving the money through her community by offering fair wages, participation in a saving circle, making consistent local investments and conscious choices is actually practicing real wealth,
Oh, I love that.
right?
That's real good.
Integrity based.
Yeah. And if we were all
And
living
she's
that
a
way.
river. She's flowing like the river. The money is flowing.
Yeah, that's
And for her, like I can imagine that in this current climate, that growing and those behaviours
Well, we're,
really changing her position of abundance.
yeah.
as
And
well.
you're moving that scarcity belief.
Right.
Really clearing it out.
So we're not feeding the top of the pyramid. We're actually looking after each other. It's
Love
all
it.
part of the unity that's coming.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
And
there
just
you
on
go.
a side note of that, the energy of money has been something that I've looked into. There's a beautiful book. I think it actually is maybe called The Energy of Money,
Okay,
but this lady had this theory that every piece of money or every bit of money that came to you, you energetically cleansed it. You know, in terms of the energy that money holds,
Yes.
right? Like when you pick up very rarely now do we actually have cash, but, you know, when you pick up a dollar note or something, it's the energy that you are connecting with. Who has held this dollar?
Yeah.
How many millions of people's hands
That's
has
right.
it been through?
That's right.
And can you be the one that clears it?
Wow.
So that it only goes forth with love now.
Wow.
You know, like even
that's
that
amazing.
concept.
That's
And it can
real
be
cool.
numbers on a
Powerful.
screen or numbers on an account. Like it's still money, so to speak.
Right.
But if you are consciously cleansing it to be with love.
I feel like that's really important because given my sort of awakening around that 21, you know, the systems and the crown,
Yeah.
I would look at a $20 bill and see the Queen's face and feel an actual
And
physical
anger.
revulsion.
Right.
So there's something in that cleansing of the energy of what we've been
Yes.
born into.
Yeah.
But how do we do it?
Well, you do it
Just
physically
intention.
and
Yeah.
just with intention. Like if you actually have a physical piece of money, it's like every time you then go to spend it, you know, I give this to you with love.
Yeah.
You know, and actually I got taught whenever you pay a bill online, you know how you put a reference? Money is love.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah.
write
Money
that
is
into
love.
the
Money is
reference.
love.
Yeah. I did
Beautiful.
it. I did
I
it.
really
I've
like that. I
actually
really
gotten
like
out
that.
of the habit of it. But money is love and you're paying it forward. So it's more about when you release the money, cleanse it, see it going with love. Because actually, on another level, I've always believed that the energy of money equates to your own personal energy with love. How can you receive love? How well can you receive love? Do you give love freely? And it's really in parallel with money a lot of the time.
Yeah, they do
So
say
you
that,
watch
yeah.
the
That's
people
real
that are
interesting.
hoarders
Yeah,
can generally be people that are not free with their love.
sure.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so actually seeing money as energy and equating it with love also is another way of giving it freely, right? Like that whole economy
I love that.
of
Absolutely.
money.
Yeah.
And when you equate it with just love, don't see it as money. Like money,
No.
the term is
I
even
think
negative.
it's got
Yeah.
a neutral energy.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we attach to it, right?
Exactly.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You know, the old sayings, when you're younger, money doesn't grow on trees.
Oh,
I can clearly
yep.
hear that. Clearly hear that.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Whereas actually it does. It's made
Yeah.
with paper.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Well, probably not. It's plastic now, but
And we associate it with our worthiness. Like our bank account is our gauge of who we are and how important / valuable we
Yeah.
are. Because that's
Yeah.
what we've been taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get it, you know, you're never going to have enough money.
yeah.
Like, that's what the whole thing about it, not growing on trees is.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, so you're growing up for the rest of your life thinking you're never going to have enough money.
Yeah.
So you're
And when
not,
you
are you?
Yeah, and when you break down the beliefs, I know I grew up thinking that rich people were they were different.
Yeah.
You know, they were separate to me. They were
Yeah.
better than me.
Yeah.
They were doing
Yeah.
something right and I was doing something
But
wrong.
It's like it's another race of people.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah,
And
they've
you're just
clicked
like-
onto something that I can't, you know,
I'm
connect
not allowed
to.
over there.
No, but it was all the beliefs that even just sit around the dinner table in my house, you know, like rich people are bad,
Yeah.
rich people are terrible. Like, when did that ever become
Yeah.
a thing?
Well,
you know?
that's very common, isn't it? The you know, we've apparently taken vows of poverty in previous lifetimes that we need to clear and we need to command our energy into this new way of being where we're not ashamed to have money. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And whichever way you receive money is a good thing,
Yes.
right? You know, in terms of how there can be real negative associations with receiving or taking, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
like how it's a negative thing.
Yeah.
How do you change that, you know?
Yes.
Like,
Removing blocks to money is a really, really big piece, isn't it? The financial recoding that I've been doing with Penny Green, that's quite pivotal because it is revoking any vows that have been taken or any unconscious agreements.
yeah, exactly.
And doing it repeatedly, just constantly
Yeah.
recoding and rethinking and
I love it.
claiming back that, you know.
And that relates back to your Gene Key
That's so
55
vintage.
again, that releasing the victim consciousness,
Yes.
you know, in terms of like, oh, poverty,
Yep.
victim, it's so hard. Yeah.
Something else I just wanted to bring up, which we were talking about before, about how we ask ourselves, other people, and externally ask, you know, can I do this? Or what do you think about this? Or we have the actual information within us, and we just need to go within and ask. And sometimes it's quite hard to do that and get an answer, but a way to do that is conscious breathing. So conscious breathing is just being aware of your breath, and aware of your breath as it's happening, as it's going in and going out. Like if you pay attention to your breath when you're doing your normal daily lives, it'll be shallow. It'll be really, really, really shallow. And once you become aware of that, you change that, and you do more of a slower, deeper sort of breathing. And while you're actually doing that, you're thinking about the air going in and out of your lungs. You're living in the now moment. And that is the goal that we all have, is to live now, in this one moment. And to be able to do that is really easy just by thinking about your breath and where your lungs are. The middle behind there is your heart chakra. And that's where your soul hangs out. And that's where your information is. And so when you're paying attention to your breath going in and out, you're actually in the now moment, listening to yourself. So when any thoughts are coming in or feelings or emotions are coming up, these are your answers.
I've just done that, Simon, as you were talking.
Cool.
And that breath just dropped into the belly, and I was suddenly aware I've been holding on to my stomach muscles and breathing in the top part of my body.
Yeah. So it's the stomach. It's the stomach.
You even saying that has brought awareness to the fact that I've been breathing through my belly.
And
that's when you drop into the belly. You
when
feel
a baby's born, it breathes through the stomach, not through the chest. It's
really
trained to breathe through the chest over time.
Yeah.
So safety in the body, safety in the breath.
Conscious breathing is so important. And you're actually meditating
Exactly.
when you do that.
Beautiful. And you know what? I love how that ties back into this whole sovereignty and money piece in terms of we're all not taking the same path, right? We all don't have to become sovereign overnight or, start changing our ways with our money overnight, but we all need to tap into that innate knowledge, right? Through the breath, through the heart chakra, through our own personal soul journey. What's right for me?
Yeah, that's right. There's no one size fits all.
No.
But the heart is the way, and dropping into the heart requires a bit of practice.
Yeah.
Because we've been in the mind for such a long time.
Totally.
Absolutely in the mind. Yeah.
So that's a beautiful way to end the podcast in terms of that full circle, right? Like that
That's
control.
good.
Like where are we under control? What's our trigger?
Yeah.
What's
And no one controls your heart.
Yeah.
You have full control over your own
that heart technology.
It's so powerful. And it is the new financial system.
Yeah, there you go.
It will be the new way.
Yeah.
100% believe
Really,
that.
the technology is within us. The heart chakra is
Yeah.
the technology. And that whole analogy that we're living in if we're living in a sand pit, and the bullies are in the sand pit, so we're the children in the sand pit, and there's bullies in the sand pit. See, we look at the bullies as the government, the crown, whoever's controlling the systems. We can step out the sand pit at any point and be on this beautiful, wide, big open beach. It's there for us.
Yeah. Create your own
It's
sand
right
pit.
there.
Yeah.
It is there. That's beautiful, people. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. Just to remember, we are here for you all. New Earth Collective NZ.
We'll drop some links to some of the things we talked about. I think the link into the Wealth Ecology Institute, which is to do with the matriarchal movement of money and new financial frameworks. I'm happy to pop that in.
Yeah,
That'd be
perfect.
For people
I can
to follow up with some of the ways that we can start changing the way that we do things.
Yeah. And I've got The Money is Love. I'm pretty sure I'll find that connection. And there's even a beautiful book called The Pocket Full of Happiness.
Oh.
It's actually all about money and energy.
Okay.
It's a really good resource as well. So
there's another one. Beautiful.
yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Much love.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast today. For more information on New Earth Collective NZ, check out our website below and all of our socials for each of us individually. See you next time.